Hello, everyone. So my name is Ganna Nordberg. I work in the Instructional Technology office for the college, and part of our office responsibilities are to help assist students and faculty with things related to online learning and educational technology, things that are kind of outside the traditional information technology resources like the computers themselves, but this is the learning technology. And so I'm happy to share with you some resources and things that I think students can benefit from with regards to some of the tools that we have available in the Instructional Technology department. I'm going to put a link in the Zoom chat that hopefully Chris can include in the distribution of this recording that has all the resources that I'm going to share today, rather than you having to pause the video and take down a bunch of notes about URLs. I'm just going to put it all in one place, and then I'll share the link in the Zoom chat. The first one that I want to talk about, or the first category of things I want to talk about, is Zoom. So, if you're live here in the session today, you're participating in a Zoom session. So this will be very similar to what some of your faculty and your instructors will be using for synchronous meetings, things that are happening live at the same time as your instructors teaching them and showing them. So at the top or the bottom of the screen, there's a toolbar that has some different icons to mute your microphone and turn off your webcam. There's a place to type messages into the chat. There's a place to share content if there's something on your screen that you want to show to everybody else in the meeting. But I wanted to highlight some of the resources that Zoom has made available to us, just as we all kind of get used to using Zoom and some of the tools that it provides. The first one is the Zoom Help Center. This is kind of the holy grail of everything you need to know and could possibly want to know about Zoom. So this is the official Zoom support website. This isn't something that the college maintains locally here. First of all, it has a great search functionality. So if you're looking for something specific about, a microphone or webcam or sharing content or using the whiteboard or breakout rooms, things like that, you can just search for it in the box right there. But they do have a bunch of quick start guides, which I think are helpful. And one of the things that I found most useful is they have a top 20 resources. And if you click on that, these are the top 20 most commonly used resources for Zoom. So they have, resources about things that are surrounding the COVID-19 pandemic. They have weekly live trainings that you can sign up for, and you can ask questions to the Zoom trainers directly. They have a place where you can check on the status of Zoom, which has been really rock steady from my perspective in the last several months. There's a getting started guide for new users. There's how to use the application on your Windows or your Mac computer. If you're using it on a mobile device, they have information there. How to test your audio and your video, how to use a virtual background, how to share your screen. I mean, those are kind of the most frequently asked questions that they've compiled into one place. The other thing that is really great is they have a bunch of video tutorials. So if you just want to watch a quick 3 or 4 minute video on how to do something, this is the place to check that part out. So the meeting controls that I spoke about a minute ago, if you're not familiar with what some of those controls and buttons are, you can watch this short little video, and it'll have some more information in text down below. And of course, it has information specific to each of the platforms, whether you're on a Windows or a Mac computer, or if you're using the web client or on a mobile device. And they also narrow it down by specific topics. So if you have a question about, sharing content or adjusting your video with a webcam, you can join a meeting with your phone. They have, ways that you can reach out to the Zoom support folks directly. So if you're having a technical issue with the Zoom product itself, there's a way that you can get in touch there. So I put the quick start guide, the frequently asked questions, and then the video tutorials right on the guide that I put in the Zoom chat. So you'll have those available to you. Canvas is the next topic that I want to talk about. So we have well, to back up a second, Canvas is our learning management system across all of the 23 colleges in the Virginia, community colleges in Virginia. So we're all using the same platform, and it doesn't matter which of the 23 colleges you're taking a class with, we're all using the same platform. But each college does have some different resources available to them. One of the things that we've done is we've created a student tutorial course that is called Building with Canvas. And I'll show you briefly what that looks like. If you haven't logged into Canvas yet, you can get to it from the My LFCC website. So after you log in, oh, I think I've got my bookmarking correct there. All right, so once you type in your VCCS username and password, you'll land inside the My LFCC portal, and you'll see a bunch of tools listed there that you can choose from. You're probably familiar with this already, but you've got your student Gmail account listed there. You have Google Drive, you have the student information system. There's even one for Zoom in there, but there's also one for Canvas. And when you click on Canvas, you'll land on the dashboard, and each one of these little cards corresponds to a course that you're associated with or that you're enrolled in. One of them that you'll see on your dashboard is this Building with Canvas tutorial. And inside here, we've built out content to help students get acquainted with the user interface of Canvas, to practice completing small little assignments and quizzes that of course aren't worth any grade or anything, but it's a self-paced orientation course that helps students get familiar with everything inside a typical Canvas course. And inside the course itself, there's a series of modules, and each module has a set piece of course contents that you need to complete. But after completing each of the modules, you get a virtual badge that is tied to your Canvas account, and that kind of is a way to make a note that you've completed the tutorial. And we have some faculty that are utilizing the Building with Canvas tutorial course as a like a low stakes assignment to, again, help acquaint students with Canvas itself. So you may be asked from your instructor to take a screenshot of your badges that you've completed in the course, and they may give you, extra credit or 10 points on the class or some things like that. So that's something that we've heard from our faculty that they're starting to do. So we encourage you to take a look at the tutorial course, and it takes about 45 minutes to an hour to complete to earn all the modules. But we really think it's going to help with the learning curve with any new system. And Canvas is pretty intuitive, but I think it's helpful to explore something inside a course that doesn't have a grade associated with it in kind of a low stakes, low pressure environment. Canvas also has a great mobile app, which we're very thankful for. So there's a student app and a teacher app, and both of them work on iOS, like iPhones and iPads, and also the Android in the Google Play Store. The app is helpful because it will present you with information and updates that are happening in your course. So if an instructor posts a new assignment, you can get a push notification to your mobile device that lets you know that a new assignment has been created. It can also send you details about when a quiz has been graded, or if a new assignment has been graded. If you have feedback on something specific that you turned in, you can get updates to that. We did a survey of our students last year, and we found that a lot of our students are using the mobile device or the mobile app for checking grades and for participating in discussions. And you can even submit assignments and review course materials. You can tap on links to web pages, and you can read text on the page and view images. It's a pretty feature-rich application. And of course, it's free to download. So we want you to make use of that application if it's useful to you. Inside Canvas, there is a little help button on the lower part of the menu off to the left-hand side. And when you click on help, there's a bunch of resources here that can help you get issues and answer your questions. The first one at the top here is the Canvas guides. And the guides are really useful because this is a big database of resources that the folks at Canvas created and maintain. And this will help you just answer some questions that you have about how to do something inside of Canvas. So I'm just going to walk you through briefly what that looks like. If I click on Canvas, they break the guides down into different roles. So they have a getting started guide, they have a basics guide, they have guides for admin users, instructors, and then one down here for you, for students. And when you click on the student guides, they have a table of contents, and each one of these corresponds to a different category. So if you have a question about discussions, you can click on discussions, and then it's going to jump you down to a section that has a whole lot of resources about things that you may want to know the answer to surrounding discussions. So let's see, how do I create a course discussion as a student? How do I view and sort the discussion replies as a student? So each one of these go to their own help guide, and when you click on one of them, it has a little bit of brief information about the problem to be solved or the question that was asked. And then below that is detailed screenshots and annotations and some supporting text that help answer the question about the guide itself. And these are all updated and maintained by the folks at Canvas directly, which is great because when there's a new update or a change to anything, they just take care of that and they update it in real time, and we don't have to worry about adopting our own materials for those resources. The other great thing about the guides is it has a great search. So if I wanted to look at assignments, I can type assignments in the search box at the top, and then it narrows down the search results like I would expect in a search engine. How do I submit an online assignment? That's a pretty popular one, especially nowadays. So this will give you some more information about how to locate an assignment, how to submit it, what kind of files you can submit, and so on. One of the other things that we have available to us is we have direct support 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to Canvas support. So if you're having trouble or you have a question about something in Canvas and you're doing coursework real early in the morning or late at night whenever the college isn't open, you can reach out to the folks at Canvas directly, and they can look inside your course and help provide guidance towards getting you the closure that you need or a resolution to your question and your issue. So inside this help menu, there's a place where you can call Canvas directly through an 800 number. And that 800 number, the call center is located in the United States, so you're not being routed and put on hold somewhere else in the world. And they also have a live chat component. So if you just want to type out a message and do a back and forth chat with someone at Canvas, that's another great way to get your issue resolved or your question resolved. They also have some other resources in here that you may find helpful. There's a training portal that you can watch training videos and webinars that, again, the folks at Canvas have created and shared with all of us in the BCCS. All right, so we went over building with Canvas, the mobile app, the help guides, and the 24/7 support. The next thing that I want to talk about is a new online readiness assessment called Elearn Ready. So we've adopted Elearn Ready, which is a free student readiness survey for online learning. The survey is designed to analyze students' degree of readiness for participating in an online course. The survey asks 43 questions focusing on the areas of self-motivation, self-management, communication, interaction, and then learning preference. Students are encouraged to complete the Elearn Ready survey before registering for classes, but it can be completed at any time. The scores for the assessment don't prevent you from being able to register for an online class, nor will your scores impact your grades in courses. This is just a self-assessment for you to learn more about your learning styles, and it's just being provided to help you understand your strengths and weaknesses better as you get ready to take an online course. So from this landing page, you can click on the survey button, or it's even listed up here. And I'll just give you a preview of what the questions look like. It does work perfectly well on a mobile device. and they're just multiple choice questions. It doesn't take very long to complete, but after you complete the assessment, let's see if I can give you an example of what the report looks like. So this is a demo report. This isn't real data here, but it gives you a chart with a readout of the data itself. Let me make that a little bigger for you. So you can see for this demo student, the self-motivation score was 80, whereas the average was 82. Some of the other ones here, the interaction with peers score was 85, whereas the average was 67. So you can kind of see where you fit in with the norm, with the average. And then down below, it will show you the same numbers, but in a table form. And then just underneath that, it takes a look at each of those categories, and it gives you some information about how you scored with the average, but then also provides some ways for you to improve. So for self-motivation, for this particular student, things to improve, set goals that will motivate you, read the course syllabus, find a study partner, you can help and motivate each other, make a connection between the coursework and your personal goals. When setbacks occur, stay focused on your goals. And each of these also has an accompanying video that I think is helpful, that really kind of focuses on the topic at hand and provides some more guidance there. So again, each section provides the same kind of information to help you improve your score, and makes you think about ways to improve your readiness for an online course. Communication with the instructor. Arguably that's one of the biggest components in an online course is staying in touch with the instructor. So there's some information and resources there, interacting with your peers, and so on. So we want you to take advantage of this resource. We found it valuable so far, and we're looking to have more students analyze the tool and just get a better sense for how they can be better prepared for an online course. The last thing that I want to show today, and I'm keeping this brief intentionally. So inside the Instructional Technology, we have a staff of a few people that are here to help you answer questions and get you the help that you need with regards to instructional technology. We have a couple different ways you can get in touch with us. We have a website here that we have a help form that you can fill out. If you're having trouble with something inside of Canvas, or you need help with maybe you're not really sure what the issue is, but you're running into a roadblock of some kind, this is a quick form that you can fill out that lets us know how urgent is your request. Is it something you just have kind of you need some help, but it's not quite urgent? Or is it something like, hey, I need help right now. This is a big problem for me. We get some basic information about who you are so that we can reach out to you and give you a call or be in touch through email. And then the categories of things that we have in the form. Is it a question or an issue surrounding Canvas? Is it something, another instructional technology tool like Google Drive, Google Docs, something with Zoom? Is it something on the web or with your web browser, Microsoft Office, video, multimedia? Is it something that you just can't log into a system of some kind? Are you getting an error? Are you having trouble resetting your password? Do you just want to connect with someone in our office to help answer additional questions, or maybe address an issue of some kind? Or is it something that's not listed here? But this form is really helpful because it will help give us some information about what the issue you're experiencing, and then find the right resources to get you where you need to be. We have a phone number, of course, to call. Even though some of our staff is off campus, we still answer the phones and check voicemail there, so that's always a great option. The college has started using a tool called Live Chat that is embedded on some web pages across the college. We even have one down here at the bottom. So if you're on a web page and you have a question about something, you can click on this little button and it will connect you with someone who's online to answer the live chat questions. So we have different hours of the day that we're responsible for answering live chat questions. We have an email address if you just want to send off an email, and then you can even connect with us on Zoom. So we are having kind of open office hours, so to speak, through Zoom periodically. And if you click on the Zoom link there, you can get in touch with one of us on Zoom, and we can, again, get you all squared away, give you the resources that you need. Yep, and I just have a link to the request form and the phone number right there for you. All the links on this page I put in the Zoom chat, and hopefully Chris will share that along with the recording to this video so that you have all the resources there, and you can reach out to us if there's anything we can do, or take it upon yourself to complete the student tutorial or the readiness tool. I'm happy to field any questions. I don't know if you want to stop the recording, Chris, or if you want to capture anything else. I'm just hanging out to whatever you need me to do from now.
Awesome. Thanks, Gannon. I am going to put up our little submission slide so that Madison, who did attend today, so she can submit her her entry for the giveaways. But then after that, I'll stop the recording. Madison, if you do have questions, Gannon is here. And then I'll make sure to post this recording later today. So here is the slide. Just go to tinyurl.com/LFCC-summer2020. Just hit the online learning button to show that you attended Gannon's session today. And then we will announce winners on Monday, August 24th. If you're watching this as a recording, you can do the same. You have until Sunday evening to submit your entries. And then I'm going to cut those off so that I can choose a winner. So I'm going to stop the recording.